Fuck lecture, just pass the exam. If you say this, just click above. Now, the boy said that at least 50% of the girls at school love him. So, it could be higher. Let's test it. For example, we asked 100 girls randomly. If the result we will find is higher than 50%, there is no problem. It's okay if it is too high. We don't reject the hypothesis now, because it's okay with the boy's claim. At the same time, it may also be slightly lower than 50%. We might meet lovers a bit lower. We already talked about it in previous videos. But if it is too low, we reject it. That's it. Here is our graph. For example, we will make an interval at 90% confidence level. The computer calculates it and finds the area. For example, it's this area. If it is less than 45%, we reject the hypothesis. If it is very high, there is no problem. But for example, we found 40%. We reject the hypothesis. We talked about the easy way to do this. Let's write it in terms of standard deviation. Z-table says that if your result is farther than minus 1.28 standard deviations, reject the hypothesis. Then we calculate. We said that we found the percentage of lovers 40%. The boy said that it is at least 50%. So 40% minus 50%, it is minus 10% away. We will divide it by the standard deviation. For example, it is 5%. Minus 10% divided by 5%, it's minus 2 standard deviations away. So, it's out of the interval. So, we reject the hypothesis. That's it. We are done. It's that easy. Let's solve a similar example. This time, the boy said that at most 50% of the girls at school love him. So, it could be less. Likewise, if the result we find is less than 50%, there is no problem. And also, it's okay if it is a bit higher. But if it is very high, we reject the hypothesis. That's it! We will make an interval. For example, we want 90% confidence level. Z-table says that if your result is more than 1.28 standard deviations, reject the hypothesis. Then we calculate. For example, we found the lovers 65%. 65% minus the boy's claim 50%, it's 15% away. Let's divide this by the standard deviation. For example, let's say that it's 5%, 15% divided by 5%, it's 3 standard deviations away. So, it's out of the area. So, we reject the hypothesis. That's it. Despite some monster professors that make it harder. You just need to make some practice with the most asked exam questions. Then you will be prepared to fuck the exam. Just watch it. See you.